Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you enjoy my type of content, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell for notifications. So I have nothing on my brows right now. Going to be using the Benefit Brow Zings Pro Palette in medium deep. And I'm going to be using, there's 4 shades of powder and 3 waxes. I'm using the darker shades for both. This technique hair-like opacity, so it's more like a natural brow. You can see it doesn't look like a completely bold color and your skin tone is still going to peek through. So it's going to look more natural, more like hair. You can make it more fuller, more bolder by adding more like hair. I'm just filling in my arch and where there's not so much hair, just to make that a little more fuller. And for the brow shades, why I'm using 2 different shades and the wax is, okay, so your brow base shade is basically the color closest to your brow hair tone, depending on the color of your brows. Second shade, which is going to be the contour shade, which you will want it 1 to 2 shades darker, up to you how dark you want that contour shade to be. So I'm just filling it in. So this is my brow base shade, which is closest to my my brow hair color. And then my second shade, which is going to be the contour shade, is I'm using the powder and the wax, mixing those together just so it could be a more thick hair-like line. And I'm just going to fill that in as well. And the brush I'm using is the Kat Von D number 75 powder brow brush. This brush is really amazing because it's sharp and it gets the kind of brow technique hair-like that I'm going for. It's a really great brush. And with the light hand, I'm just going to feather that line, fill in a little more. And then with the light hand is when I'm going to make the hair like after I'm done filling this in. Just brushing this through. Just want to brush the product through. If you feel like it's too dark, just go ahead and brush that out and it will lighten it up. Powder is the best brow product, I say, just because it's the most easiest to clean up. Going back in with that Kat Von D number 75 brow powder brush. Squeezing the tip and going to put that in the wax and the powder. And make sure it's really in my brush. With a light hand, I'm going to make the hair light. And this palette is amazing because it's 24-hour and waterproof. So my brows ain't really going nowhere. So you want to feather them going with which way your hair is going, and then towards the end you want to make the hair like go downward. So while I'm just doing that, I'm just gonna give you some tips. It's best to get different shades for your brows depending. Sometimes you want to be more bolder or natural. You'll have options. I always get a couple shades. Just on, some days I want to be more bolder, or some days just have a natural light brow. Going back in with the Benefit Brow Zings Pro Pellets. Just showing you what I'm using, how I'm using it. Just doing the same thing on the other brow. I'm holding the brush like in the middle to the end with the light hand. You just want the brush to do the work, not so much closer to the brush so then you mess up. Just so it's not so much commitment, and just with the light hand, it's perfect. And these are my everyday brows. I'm always getting compliments on my brows, and so just thought I'd do a video on it. Show you how I achieve this natural brow. Okay, and I'm going in with these foundations. I use these foundations for my concealers. And it is a Smith & Colt Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation in number 150 Warm. And I'm using that with the Juvias Place I Am Magic in shade Balli 720. And I'm just using the Morphe flat concealer brush to clean up that brow. And so these foundations, I use a lot of concealers. There are a lot of good concealers, but these foundations, they don't move. They're really good together. And I love to mix these, and so I make that as my concealer for my brows. Just getting more product and cleaning that brow up. And then after, I'm just pulling it down, just gonna blend it in to my skin. Yes, okay, just naturally slaying these brows, transforming your brows into a more sculpting and defined clean look. This is pretty much my favorite eyebrow look technique. It's easy for me. It'd be a little practice, but it's one of my best brows. And every day, there's not a day I don't get asked where I get my brows done, who does them, and so much more. So yeah, these brows are almost done. I have my last step at the end, a product I am really excited about, and you will see in a couple minutes. Just going back in with that Kat Von D, the powder brush in number 75. I'm just darkening up some hair-like lines. You can make them darker, make them lighter, really just depending on you and what you like, what you're comfortable with. I like to have some dark, some light. You kind of want to fake it to make it, freestyle your brow. And here goes the product that I'm really excited about, the NYX Brow Glue. This stuff is really good. You could actually apply this before you start applying your brow product, and the dry down time is like a minute or less. So if you apply it before you start doing your brows, right before it dries, and you just want to go ahead and push that down, and then it will be more like stuck to your skin, and then you can start with your brow product. But this is how I'm enjoying it more after I'm done, just so my brow hairs are not going all around. They just stay put. And you could, bring them up a little more so they look a little more natural, fluffy, whatever you like. But you could totally use it both ways, before and after. It is a really good product. So we're almost getting to the end now, and I think I'm going to, am I going to clean up my brows again? Yes, I am. Just cleaning them up a little more. Everything has to be perfect. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, go ahead and let me know. And thank you so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.